Hello and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percivali. Paul, what do you call it when you already ate ice cream today, but you go back for more?
When you eat ice cream, second dish?
Oh, so very close. Your secondary treat.
Dang.
Secondary.
Yeah.
Secondary, get it?
Yeah, that's cute. It's cute.
That was a good one. Okay. In our last episode, we reviewed Mini Melts, not Dippin' Dots, Mini Melts, which we placed at the D tier level. And for this episode, we are reviewing... Why did I say it like that? Reviewing...
Don't worry about it.
A New Jersey farm famous for fruit picking, hay rides, and of course, their homemade ice cream, Alstede Farms.
Yes. We went up there for Holly's work venture. What would you call it?
Yeah, so every year my job hosts what they call the Fall Festival. And they book a private, tent thing at Alstede Farms. And they, have... Basically, it's a time for everyone to go together, bring your families, kids if you have them, and, hang out on a weekend and do fun fall activities and eat good...
You forgot the dogs.
And dogs.
Yeah,
yes,
there we go.
My friend Ashley brought her puppy.
Yes, it was very cute.
That was the highlight of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, we went to Alstede Farms for a work thing, and then as luck would have it, they had really, really interesting homemade ice cream.
Yes, they did.
So we'll get to all of that as we continue through the episode. But before we delve into the history, and it's a long one, so bear with us.
Yeah, I feel like half this video is just going to be history.
It's a lot. I'm going to read the Alstede Farms mission statement, and then Paul's going to read the history and kind of periodically pause for discussion, because again, it's quite the tale.
I better, drink some water or eat a throat lozenge before I start on that.
Get ready. Okay, so the Alstede Farms mission statement says, Alstede Farms is focused on being the best farm in the Northeast. Very high expectations.
Yeah, seems that way.
We are dedicated to providing high-quality, homegrown, local fruits and vegetables, and a memorable farm experience. This is accomplished through a highly motivated employee team that is focused on customer service and the sustainable stewardship of God's natural resources.
God's natural resources.
That is what it says.
Did I remember correctly that you said that this place is, religious?
I just know there's a lot of references to God and blessings in the history. And in this mission statement.
Oh.
So
I'm starting to think that, northeastern New Jersey is just, God's land over there.
It must be an incredibly religious area because, so we talked about this a little bit in the Gabriel's Fountain episode. But remember how we were saying, oh my god, we were so full when we went to Gabriel's Fountain? It's because we went here first. So we had eaten stuff at the work event, and then we had the Alstede Farms ice cream. And then later in the day, we went to Gabriel's Fountain. So we were still kind of full from everything else.
When you say full, you mean stuffed to capacity by the time we walked in Gabriel's Fountain.
We did it for the podcast, folks. We don't live near Alstede Farms. It is located in Chester, New Jersey.
That's pretty far.
Which is far for us. It's at least an hour, maybe more, one way. So we decided, while we were up there...
We'd suck it up and eat all the ice cream all in one day.
Exactly.
Yeah, my stomach wasn't happy about it, but my pocket and my time was.
Precisely. But yeah, so that's the reason we ended up doing 2 ice cream shops in one day. and why we were so full and complaining about it at the Gabriel's Fountain episode. But yeah, this is the second ice cream shop in that general locale that has referenced, like, God and religion, which is not something that the ones near us tend to do.
Yes.
So it's just odd to us, like not bad necessarily, just
it's just
strange,
noticeable.
and we're picking up on it. So, but the time you've been waiting for,
yes, the history.
Hear about the Alstede Farms history. So
from their website, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right. The Alstede family and team wish to convey our commitment to provide you with the finest quality fruits and vegetables. Farmer Kurt, a native of Chester and first-generation farmer, founded Alstede Farms in 1982. In fact, the entire Alstede Farm family continues to work hard to grow our own local, healthy, and nutritious... Yes, that was a hiccup. Don't judge me.
I'm sorry, that was great timing. Nutritious?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Carry on. I love you.
Okay. Sure you do. And a nutritious food in a responsible way. Alongside Kurt, children Rebecca...
It's a unique spelling of Rebecca.
Rebekah.
But that's Rebecca.
Sarah and Carl are working and contributing to the success of the family-owned farm. There is also niece Patricia Ciarelli.
That's how I would say it.
Who is here every day managing our community support agriculture program. And finally, brother Eric Alstede and nephew Justin Alstede also spend some time here each week helping to ensure that every aspect of what we produce and offer at the farm is simply the best it could be. We produce a huge variety of our own local fruits, vegetables, and flowers grown using only sustainable and USDA certified organic production methods. We take soil and water conservation and the stewardship of our farmland very seriously, and have therefore permanently preserved all of the farmland we own.
Okay. There's more. However, we want to take a moment to pause and discuss.
And let me catch a breath.
And also, Paul needs to breathe, apparently. It's a new thing that people have to do.
Yes.
It's like a whole inconvenience. But anywho, the family is really heavily involved.
Seems that way.
In Alstede Farms. Like, it's really a family-run operation. Literally, like, Farmer Kurt found this in 1982, and we've got different branches of the family who are doing different things on the farm. And so that we have that going for us. Plus, they do sound really serious about their methods for growing, which I think is nice, that it's like the organic stuff, and they're big about sustainability and environmental things. So that's nice as well. And we have more stuff on that as we continue.
Yes. Indeed, we are proud to be able to say that nearly every acre of the 600 acres of farmland we till is permanently preserved. We offer Pick Your Own Fruits and Vegetables, the best community-supported agricultural program, CSA, in New Jersey, and a fully stocked farm store that is filled with fruits and vegetables we grow, as well as our own local honey, homemade ice cream, and fudge. Home-baked pies, jams, jellies, our own cider donuts, and more. Okay, I thought it was done. Yeah, there really is a lot of stuff.
There's a whole big list. It's like, homemade ice cream and fudge. Oh, wait. Also, home-baked pies, jams, jellies. Like, it kept going.
Yes. Our own local fruits and vegetables are also sold at the tailgate markets across northern New Jersey and beyond. Oh, running out of breath.
You can do it. We're almost there.
I don't think we are. We have made a long-term commitment to agriculture in Chester as well as in New Jersey. We love what we do, and we love serving you. Come visit us and enjoy our safe, healthy, nutritious produce, our many food festivals and pancake breakfasts, fall festival, harvest moon hay rides, giant corn maze. They had a giant corn maze?
Apparently, but they also said that this place is 600 acres. We only saw a snippet.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Like that, we saw a very small fraction of what this place has to offer.
Yeah. The maze. Why am I falling asleep? The maze that we went to was made of what, pine trees?
Yeah, it was the Evergreen Maze is where we did a maze.
Yeah, they also have a friendly farm animal exhibit, which we saw. The farm camp, which I don't know what that is. Mm-mm. Family fun activities, such as including pony rides.
That we saw.
Bounce horse, and more. And there was also like that hay climbing thing that they had that I almost broke my leg on.
Yes, well, you felt the need to climb the hay pyramid. I don't.
Well, I wanted a picture, and you didn't even get the right picture.
He's mad at me about the picture that we will include in here. He says it doesn't indicate exactly how high up he was.
All it is a picture.
But you couldn't see his face well with the... Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's over, and the picture is done, and it's too late.
And it's still sad about that. Almost broke my leg for nothing. Anyway, moving on. Did I mention the bounce house?
No, you said pony rides and then stopped.
Yeah, so when they say bounce house, they're just talking about those inflatable things that you bounce in, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I'm guessing the more is the hay climbing thing.
Probably, and other such things.
Right. So, moving on. Health, freshness, quality, integrity, quality of life. These are all terms which are synonymous with our family-owned farm.
And then they go into each of these terms more specifically in their continued description. So
yes. So, health stands for the contribution that 5 daily portions of fresh fruits and vegetables make every day towards a sounder mind and body. Is that a thing? You're supposed to have 5 daily portions of fresh fruits and vegetables?
I assume so.
Because I think our family's failing that.
Yeah, they're the farm people, so I'm assuming they would know. Well, fruits and vegetables, not like of each. I think it's 5 total.
At least I have an apple every day.
That's true. They say that keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I need to go to the doctor. Freshness stands for the daily early morning harvest of over 200 different homegrown fruits, vegetables, and flowers right here in Chester, New Jersey.
Over 200 fruits and vegetables and flowers.
Different types.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I assume combined. But still, while we were there, we witnessed pick your own apples, pick your own pumpkins, pick your own sunflowers.
Do they have peaches?
Peaches.
Yep.
And I'm assuming they must have blueberries and strawberries as well, because, well, we'll get to that when we get to the
place is huge, so
ice cream thing.
I bet it's there.
It's endless.
So quality stands for providing only the best. Many other preach quality, but Alstede Farms sets the mark that others seek. And we are one of the only certified organic farms and the largest in Morris County. Certified organic farms. So that means everything grown there is organic?
I believe so. That's what it said in the earlier part.
This is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Integrity stands for the way that our family-owned business conducts itself. Honesty is our only policy. We and our staff are dedicated to providing each customer with the very best in combination with unsurpassed customer service. And it keeps going. Quality of life stands for how we give back to our community, our nation, and God for all the blessings that we have collectively received.
See?
Yep, there's another God thing.
God reference. If you want, I can take over. You seem to be tired. This is a long one.
You know what? Go ahead.
Okay. Today, more than 90 years after Herman S. Alstede Sr. immigrated to the United States from Germany, the Alstede family maintains Herman's legacy of rugged individualism and the immigrant American dream through hard work, honesty, integrity, community service, and reverence towards God.
Yep, there it is again.
It's coming back around.
If we had alcohol and I actually drank, I would have suggested we make a game out of this.
It's getting dangerous, quite frankly, if we were to do that.
Yes.
Anywho, we wish to make all of your visits to Alstede Farms memorable, whether you stop in for a fresh, juicy peach, see, peaches.
Yes.
Visit our friendly farm animals with your grandchildren.
They were pretty friendly.
They were so cute. Or simply seek quiet solace and escape from the rat race by visiting our farm. We are dedicated to operating a family farm that contributes to your quality of life. Stop in and experience the warmth that our family brings to Alstede Farms. At Alstede Farms, it's more than business, it's our way of life.
That's nice.
That is really nice.
Oh my god, it's still going.
Well, this specific part is just about the ice cream stand.
All right.
So that was all the history of the entire farm. The history, the family, immigrants from Germany. Like, we have a whole backstory about this farm. Now, this specifically is just about the ice cream. So the thing you came here to listen for, honestly.
Right.
Our ice cream stand offers our delicious homemade, creamy, Alstede fresh ice cream. Enjoy flavors throughout the harvest season using our own freshly picked fruits, including our own strawberries, blueberries, peaches, raspberries, blackberries, and more. We also offer special limited time only treats, including special shakes, ice cream crumbles, and refreshing slushies. What are you waiting for? Come to Alstede Farms ice cream stand for a tasty treat today.
Yes.
But yeah, so there's over 200 fruits and vegetables on this farm.
Yes, they have tons of different like amusement things just for like people, I guess, coming in from the city and wanting that I was going to say that genuine farm experience, but I would have to say it's a little bit more tailored than genuine, but it's still nice.
Yeah, it's more of like a...
It's like Delicious Orchards, except if Delicious Orchards like had a smaller store
and more activities.
And more activities. Yes, that's a great way of putting it.
Yeah, there are a lot of activities at this place. And, you know, I'm just like not really I don't know. Shocked is not the right word because it makes sense when you think about it. But the fact that they use all of their like fresh, locally grown produce to make these ice cream flavors.
Yeah, I think I could tell.
It makes a difference, guys. It really does.
It really did.
It really does. And we got we'll get to the flavors we ordered. We got all fruit-based flavors because we're at the farm and it says like,
and we didn't regret it. We really did not regret it.
No, it was quite a tasty treat, as the little description says. But
yes.
So, signature dishes. What can you get if you go to the Alstede Farms ice cream stand? As mentioned, they have hard scoop ice cream based on their, flavors of the day. They have a list. I will pull it up right now because they have a series of things that they have all the time. And then they also had some special stuff for fall that we will address as well. So in the hard scoop category, they have vanilla and chocolate, which are your classics. And they have strawberry ice cream, which is made with their strawberries that they grow. Peach cobbler, mint chip, strawberry cheesecake, which I assume has cheesecake in it.
I would hope so.
Cookies and cream, blueberry lemon, moose tracks, cotton candy, and cherry pistachio.
Yes.
So, Those are their, like, standard flavors. They had soft serve, your chocolate, vanilla, like your standard stuff. I didn't see anything crazy.
Yeah, so we stuck to the hard scoop because we wanted to really try, like, the unique flavors that they were offering.
Mm-hmm.
So they have Italian ice, too?
Sometimes they have Italian ice. It's not like an all-the-time thing. There was a board next to where we were in line that said Italian ice flavors, but for our day, it was blank. So I guess they just don't have it all the time.
I'm guessing they just didn't make it.
Yeah, it must be like either
or
maybe summer, maybe a summer seasonal thing.
That would make sense. Yeah, it's also like by supply, I'm assuming, whenever they have it around.
Exactly. So that makes sense. Oh no, it's contagious! What have you done?
Well, it's 8 o'clock by the time you wanted us to start.
Listen, I had stuff to do today.
All right. Anyway.
So they also have seasonal... Oh my god, I said that weird. Seasonal specialty flavors.
Which one of mine was one of those flavors, but...
Yes.
You had that list up a second ago.
Well...
You should pull it back out, unless you didn't take a picture of it. One of them was the apple pie. I remember that. That's the one that I sampled.
Yes, for fall, when we went, their seasonal fall flavors included something called Farmer's Fuel, which is a coffee chocolate chip ice cream.
Do you think they actually use it for fuel? Like, to fuel their workers?
I 100% hope that these farmers are waking up in the morning and eating this ice cream before they work. I don't think so, but I can dream.
That would probably keep you going.
Yeah, maybe. Campfire S'mores, which is vanilla ice cream with marshmallow chocolate and graham crackers.
Pretty good.
Apple pie.
Which is the one I got, which is apple pie spiced vanilla ice cream with tasty bits of graham cracker.
Mm-hmm. And the last one of the seasonal flavors was pumpkin chip. Creamy pumpkin ice cream with chocolate chips.
And you didn't have any of the specialty ones, right?
No, I got peach cobbler, which is on there all the time menu.
Yes.
Which is fine by me.
And it was worth it.
They also have something called the Autumn Ice Cream Sandwich. Now, it's marketed heavily in the fall, obviously, because it's the Autumn Ice Cream Sandwich.
But it's available all year round?
According to their website, it says it's available all year. I guess because they make the cider donuts all year.
Okay.
Because instead of, like, traditional ice cream sandwich cookie sides, it is apple cider donuts filled with twist soft serve and then topped with whipped cream.
Wait, what the hell? They had this and we didn't eat it?
Apparently.
That looks good.
Well, I mean, we can always go back, but it's an hour away.
Why don't we just go next year?
All right.
You know, for your work.
That's true. I assume that my job will host this again, so we'll have to do it again next year.
Right, and that's when we will be reviewing the autumn ice cream sandwich.
Apparently. I'm not a big I don't like the apple cider donuts. I know you do.
Yeah, but that looked good.
All right. Well,
that doesn't look good to you?
It does look good, but it looks like a lot of napkins, honestly, is what it looks like. It's going to be messy.
True.
But anywho, you could also do a banana split. I assume they don't grow bananas on the farm because it's tropical, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But everything else I'm assuming is like, fresh.
Right.
They have slushies. I don't know if the flavor changes per season, but the one that they were marketing heavily was the apple slushie for
I did see a couple
fall.
of people buy that.
I did too. Good. Everyone who walked past was like sipping it and going, this is good. Like I kept hearing it over and over in line because a lot of people were buying it.
So I guess we're also going to have to go along with the ice cream sandwich, have the apple slushie next year.
Yeah, I think so. I almost ordered the maple creamy, which is also on our list.
That looks real creamy.
But they told me this is what happened here. Because I didn't want a drink, essentially.
You wanted ice cream.
I wanted ice cream.
That's what we came for.
That's what I came for. So the Maple Creamy is a beverage made with ice cream, made with maple ice cream, caramel drizzle, topped with an apple cider donut, whipped cream, and cinnamon.
Because apparently milkshakes are made with ice cream, honey.
Yes.
I heard that from somewhere.
I know. I don't know where you could have learned that.
Definitely not from you.
Insert blinking sarcasm sign again.
I probably had to.
Anywho, so the Maple Creamy sounded really good. I hate the name of it, but it doesn't really matter. So when we got up to the window, I asked the guy, "Oh, do you have the maple ice cream, like, for the Maple Creamy? Because I would love to try that." And he basically told me it was a pre-made, like, they had already mixed it. It's not separate. Like, they had it pre-made as the milkshake.
Dang.
So I was like, oh, no, that I don't want. So, but, yeah, everything else I think is super duper fresh. They apparently also have, your classic milkshakes you could do with whatever ice cream you want, as well as seasonal fruit smoothies. So whatever fruit is in season, you can get a smoothie made with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all of that, super nice, super good. I have a picture of the menu, the stand and the menu board with their prices on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not terribly expensive.
No. I mean, it's pretty good, especially for what we got.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that it was pretty well worth the price.
I would too. And it says, like, their standard is 2 scoops, which is $5.29, which is nothing. That's dirt cheap.
Yeah, compared to some of the other places that we've been for a more questionable product.
If you order a large, it is 4 scoops.
That's crazy.
That's a boatload of ice cream.
I can't imagine.
And that's only
$7.29. Yeah, that's $2 extra for 2 extra scoops. Like, I literally can't imagine how much ice cream we would have gotten if we got the large. It was huge.
Insane.
The regular was large enough.
And this is not on my list, but I'm just noticing it looking at the picture. It says, I have a little promo sign, try the new Farmer's Ice Cream Nachos. Which I'm assuming is...
like the ones that we got from Gabriel?
Yeah, waffle cone with ice cream on top. You eat them like chips.
That's nice. Those are cute.
They are cute.
I don't like them as much as I do normal waffle cones, but those are cute. Just aesthetically.
Yeah, it's like a deconstructed waffle cone.
Yes.
But they have all this stuff. It's really reasonably priced. We each got waffle cones, and we'll talk about what we had on them in a minute. But we spent $14 and got a lot of ice cream.
Yeah.
And it was good ice cream.
It was the smallest size of ice cream.
Yeah. And it was delicious.
It was really, really good ice cream.
Yep. So, I guess we should just get into what we tried.
I guess so, after we just talked about the history for the last 28 minutes.
Yeah, no biggie.
All right.
And it's, what's the crazy part is it's not even that old. Like, we talked about their history for a long time, but it's not 1982.
It's not as old.
It's not as old as some of the other places we've reviewed.
Yes, it is older than me, but not by much.
Nope.
It could be an older brother.
Yes, it certainly is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got a waffle cone. I decided to get the peach cobbler flavor ice cream. As you folks may remember, Ryan's homemade ice cream was famous for their peach ice cream flavor. It wasn't peach cobbler, it was just Jersey peach was what their flavor was called. This one, slightly different because it has, like, the cobblery pieces. I don't know what it is. If it's pie, crust, like, there's some kind of crust.
Okay.
On a cobbler. It's almost like a pie. I don't really know what the dictionary definition difference is between cobbler and pie.
Okay.
Realistically. I feel like cobbler is usually less, it's not in a circle necessarily. A pie is a circle, cobbler is sometimes in like a square pan, usually. But the fillings are similar and the crust is similar.
I shall take your word for it.
Thank you. So, the peach ice cream that we got over the summer from Ryan's was really, really good, and it turned me on to the idea of peach ice cream.
Uh-huh. You liked it quite a bit.
I liked it a lot. So I saw a peach cobbler, I'm like, alright, sign me up, let's do it. And this may have been better. Actually, I think it was better.
Oh, snap.
Than Ryan's peach ice cream, because it had the cobbler bits. So it was like the delicious Jersey peach ice cream with the like sugary, textured, almost graham cracker flavor of crust pieces in the ice cream as well. Fantastic. Really, really good. And their waffle cone.
I was about to ask how you rate that.
I liked their waffle cone a lot. It was really good.
I remember it being really good. It's still not the best waffle cone that I've ever had. The best waffle cone I've ever had was the one out of Nicholas Creamery.
Really, still?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
okay.
this one was really good. Like it, I feel like it. What's the word I'm looking for? It accentuated the flavor, I guess. Let's just say that because there's a word I can't think of right now. But yeah, it went along really well with the ice cream itself. But go on. This is still your review.
Yeah, I got lost for a second on what we were talking about because
you were talking about the waffle cone.
Yes, the waffle cone from Alstede Farms and the peach cobbler ice cream, which was phenomenal. And honestly, all the ice cream flavors that were there sound really good. And if you're gonna go to the farm that grows fruit right there and uses it in the ice cream, I feel like you have to get a fruit flavor.
And I'm sure that the other ice creams were just as good as the ones that we tried.
I feel like they must have been. We got very lucky with our flavors, I would say.
Well, yeah, either they were the best ones there or they were all that good.
Yeah.
Which we're going to have to wait till next year to find
out. I don't know, man. If we're traveling all that way, I don't know if I want to risk another flavor. Because that peach cobbler was good.
Yeah, I felt the same way about my flavors, which were the seasonal apple pie in a waffle cone. And, well, remember with the regular, I think we mentioned it before, that there were 2 flavors.
Yeah, there were 2 scoops, and he got 2 different flavors. I got all peach cobbler in mine.
Yes.
I did not get fancy. He got fancy.
I only got fancy for the sake of the podcast, which you honestly should have done, but whatever. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I know.
So my first flavor was the seasonal apple pie, and holy cow, that's like what I really wish Magnifico's apple pie, or what was it, the caramel apple?
Apple cider soft serve is what they had.
Yes, that's what I wished it tasted like. I think it was almost better than, like, if it wasn't just as good, if it was almost better than the apple cider ice cream from Nicholas. Do you know if they still have that? Like, I really want to go back and get that also. Actually. But holy cow, this the seasonal apple pie was really good. I believe it had like little bits of like pie crust in it, if I remember correctly. I think it was
the same crust stuff they had in the peach cobbler.
And it was so good. It was so tasty. This was like probably the best apple ice cream I've ever had.
Did it have actual chunks of apple in it too?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought I saw them, yeah.
Yeah, this was like over the top delicious. Like, I really enjoyed that ice cream. Holy cow. And then the second flavor I had, the second scoop, was blueberry lemon. And I think that might have been the best blueberry ice cream I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was better than, what was it? The drug.
Wow, we haven't reviewed this place yet, so I don't know if we'll beep that. But if we haven't, then that's saying something, because that's a really good ice cream shop.
Yeah, and unlike which I might probably just beeped again, it did not kill my stomach.
Oh, yes. And it was still tasty.
And it was delicious. And like the ratio, like the leveling, like the balancing of the blueberry to the lemon was really, really good. and that was the part that had more of the waffle. Like, it was the apple pie on the top,
Right.
and then it was the blueberry on the bottom. So there was more blueberry in the actual cone than the apple, and that was like, I don't know what was with it, but it combined with the waffle cone just made it even better. Like, that was legitimately some of the best ice cream in general that I've ever had.
I really feel like all of our flavors were very pie themed.
Yes.
By accident.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it really
peach cobbler, which is essentially pie, apple pie, which is pie,
is literally pie,
and then blueberry lemon, which is when you combine it with the waffle cone, it's pie. You made your own ice cream pie.
Yeah, that was fantastic ice cream, and they both went. I didn't really have them together because I didn't feel like
they didn't go together. They were good in their own like separate bites.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I felt like I wanted to combine everything because I just was willing to like eat anything. So I was trying to just like combine things to make it better. They were both so good on their own, there was no reason to eat them together.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I just ate them like carefully and separately.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the apple pie when I tasted it from your cone. The blueberry lemon was like okay, not my speed really.
Yeah, your peach cobbler.
It's just not my flavor, but it was like well done.
And your peach cobbler was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really solid ice cream.
It was so good. If only we didn't live so far away, I would have like taken some to go.
Yes. Yeah, they were selling the big quart or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. They had it in the store, in the farm store.
Next time we go, like next year or whatever, we need to bring like an ice box.
Yeah, let's pack a cooler because it's worth it to bring it home.
And get one of those ice cream cone carriers that you Googled that one time from Amazon.
Yes, they exist. The ice cream cone rack.
Yeah, so we'll throw some in an ice crate and we'll just bring a bunch home.
I would like to. It's also fun. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, I wonder how well they freeze, like, for storage.
I don't know.
Like ice cream cones. I mean, the Dum-Dums.
Like the cone part, you mean?
Yeah, those
might get stale in the freezer.
Yeah, but those Dum-Dums or whatever they're called are still pretty good, the ones we have in the freezer right now.
Drumsticks?
Yeah, those drumsticks. I don't know why I always think they're called Dum-Dums.
Dum-Dums are lollipops.
Oh.
Maybe that's what you're thinking about.
Maybe, but those drumsticks are still pretty good, and we eat those.
That's true.
I don't know if they made them extra hard, so when you put them in the freezer...
They're still crunchy? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Only one way to find out, and I guess we'll have to experiment with that.
Right.
But, you know what is funny?
What?
That we were walking around the farm, trying to figure out what to do. And we saw the sign coming in that they had homemade ice cream, and we were like, oh, I didn't know. Well, because I didn't know anything about this place, really. And you knew even less than I did.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you said they stopped doing it before COVID, right?
So let me explain. I have worked at my job for 3 going on 4 years.
Is this the 4th year?
Yes.
Okay.
The first year... they had it, and I couldn't go. I don't remember the reason, but the dates conflicted with something else I was doing, so we didn't go.
All right.
The second year, they were going to host it, and not enough people signed up to go, so it got canceled. The third year, something happened with the weather, I think, and it got canceled, because it's outside.
Sadness.
And so this year, I was like... we are going to this thing if it kills us, because I have tried to go to the Fall Fest for the last 4 years I've worked at this place, and I never got to go until this year, and I gotta tell you, it was worth it. We had a lot of fun.
Yes.
Food was good. Ice cream was even better. Weird that they didn't have ketchup or honey mustard or any condiments for the food.
But whatever, that's like small nitpick. But at least we had barbecue sauce.
Yes, thank you, Andy, for traveling with barbecue sauce at all times to appease your children and sharing it with the entire staff.
Yes. What a good father and a good citizen.
Yes, indeed he is. But anywho, we were walking around the farm and we noticed the sign on the way in, but then we were walking somewhere else and walked past coworkers, and they were like, "Oh my god, are you gonna get the homemade ice cream? Are you gonna try it for the podcast?" Like, people know that that I'm like an ice cream obsessed lunatic, and they just like associate me with ice cream now. So that's my reputation at my job, is ice cream lady.
Right.
So
yes, Kathy has asked me a couple of times places to go, and I suggested Ryan's.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
People keep suggesting things to me. I actually had to add a new one to our never-ending list last week because my cousin Michelle texted me and was like, "Have you ever heard of blah 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 in Franklin Park?" I'm like, "I don't even know where Franklin Park is, and I can't remember the name of the place right now, but I wrote it down, it's on the list." But I'm like, "No, this one's not on my list yet. I'll put it in." And she's like, "Oh yeah, the owner is friends with your cousin Wayne." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." So we have an inn at this place I can't remember the name of.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you could pull that information up later.
Yep. So,
excellent.
Even today at the baby shower I was at for coworkers,
they were still talking about ice cream.
I forget how it came up, but this baby shower was at a tea place, and there were 4 options for teas. And I said, "Oh, I'm so glad there's only 4 options because I get very indecisive." And
I was about to ask, there was really only 4 options?
Uh-huh. They had 4 that they have more on the menu, but they had 4 that that were set for the party.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm glad," because I get very indecisive. And my friend from work goes, "Oh, like you do at the ice cream shops for your podcast?" I'm like, "Yes, it takes me a long time to figure out what to order, especially if there's a lot of flavors."
It takes me 2 seconds.
And you're like, that one. I'm like, I need at least 20 minutes.
I know what I'm there for.
But yeah, so lots of coworker events this year. Some with ice cream, some not with ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an ice cream shop about 8 minutes away from where the baby shower was, too. The
one that you were thinking about going to afterwards?
Uh-huh. But we had dessert at the baby shower, and I just couldn't also get ice cream. I had too many sweets in one, thing.
And I had vector training to do, so I didn't have time to do that.
Yeah.
All right. So, we kind of already did the ice cream review. So, well, I guess we can go over the entire place real quick in terms of creaminess and consistency. In terms of that, no pain. No pain for my other lactose intolerant friends out there. And the consistency of the ice cream was delicious.
It had great textures, the actual ice cream itself, and whatever they put in it, the crust or the topping. It was good.
You could tell they made it there. You could easily tell that this was top tier ice cream.
It gave me the image of someone's grandma in the back churning an ice cream. I don't think there was. They have machines, I'm sure, but it just it had that vibe.
Yes, it was very special ice cream. Flavor, as we already went over,
they were
delicious.
Fabulous. Excellent.
We enjoyed all the flavors that we tried, and we would like to try more in the future the next time we go over there.
Mm-hmm.
Our experience was a lovely place.
Beautiful.
Like we've said before, it was delicious orchards, except less store and more outdoor things going on.
Yeah, it was delicious orchards on steroids, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Because it was massive, and there were endless things to do if you wanted to wander all around the farm. And I want to say, it was humongous, and I was really, really worried when we got there, and there was 9 billion cars in the parking lot, and I was like, "Oh my god, we're never gonna get a parking spot. How are we gonna get to the tent that the party's at? I don't think it's gonna be too crowded." It wasn't. They still had more parking. And they had a really nice organized way.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Of getting us to our spot.
Like they had people like chauffeuring you with like what would you call them?
Those director
those
sticks.
directing sticks, and they were telling they were so organized. They were just telling everyone where to park, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was the nicest parking experience I've ever had in my life.
Yes, it was.
Without having to pay someone to park the car for us.
Right. I mean, it was a little bit of a walk from the parking lot to the place, but it was like a nice day, and it wasn't that bad.
Yes.
So
yeah, even the area around the farm itself was just really beautiful.
Yeah,
it was a really nice area.
It's a very nice place.
You could tell that's the area where some rich folk live.
It gives off that kind of air.
Yes, air.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know either.
And as we talked about, even though the area seems kind of wealthy, the farm prices were reasonable, especially for the quality and quantity of ice cream that we received. It was $14. That's only like a little bit more than what we usually pay at Frozen Flavors, and I feel like the ice cream was top tier.
Absolutely. And as we said before, when it comes to the costs, to quality, top tier again.
That's what I just said.
I'm sorry, I spaced out. We could just cut this out.
I like it. I think it's better. It's staying in. There's an echo in here.
I don't want to. The costs, to quality, top tier again. Anyway, placement on tier list. Here we go. So, what do you think, honey? Because I feel like this deserved to be on S tier more than most of the things that we've put on S tier. Yeah, this was like super high quality ice cream.
I agree. I'm trying to pull up
the tier list now.
The tier list from the last episode. So,
right, so
bear with me while I do that.
Yes.
My laptop.
What the things that we have on the tier list right now for the S tier was we have Ryan's, we have Frozen Flavors, we have Strollo's.
Hold on. Let's do it in order.
Oh, okay.
The only difference between the one we have up and the one I didn't make yet is that Mini Melts is at the end.
Right. Okay. So for S tier, we had Frozen Flavors. This is the order, by the way. Frozen Flavors, Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, Friendly's, and Strollo's Lighthouse. In A tier, we have Gabriel's Fountain, Nicholas Creamery, Carvel, Ralph's Famous Italian Ices, and Frozen Yo Cafe. In B tier, we have Rita's, Baskin Robbins, and Cold Stone. There's nothing in C tier. And in D tier, we have Dairy Queen and Magnificos.
And Mini Melts.
In that order. So, alright. I feel like it would be absurd to put this place any lower than S tier. What are you thinking, honey?
Agreed.
Okay, you agree? Yeah.
I really think this might be the best ice cream I've ever had.
You really think so?
I do.
Oh, snap.
I think it might boot Frozen Flavors out of the first spot.
Oh, snippity snap. That's crazy.
Because it's better, in my opinion, definitely better than Strollo's.
Uh-huh.
Better than Friendly's.
Uh-huh.
Comparable to Ryan's, but better.
And then Frozen Flavors.
We've had a lot of good times with Frozen Flavors.
We haven't had, we mostly have just had their Italian ices is the thing. We need to actually, go back there soon and try out their actual ice cream.
Their actual ice cream's okay. I've had a couple flavors, as we talked about in their episode many moons ago. Their chocolate peanut butter is not good, which is, the status by which I judge a lot of ice cream places.
I had some sort of black raspberry thing before.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good.
And I'm telling you, they have good maple walnut. That I've had from there. their hard ice cream.
But yeah, their Italian ices are what we usually get.
Yeah, if I'm in the mood for Italian ice, that's where I want to go.
If we weren't going to the other place in Long Branch tomorrow, I would have suggested we just go to Frozen Flavors. We haven't been there in so long.
I know. We'll have to give it another try soon. Anyway,
so do you honestly want to put this place above Frozen Flavors?
I think I do.
Yeah.
I think as we're trying all these new things and we're experiencing lots of places that are really high quality, I think some shifting is going to happen, and I think this is better than Frozen Flavors.
Oh snap! It's hard to say because I love Frozen Flavors dearly, but I think you're probably right. This place.
Listen, it's not gonna be an issue for Frozen Flavors because guess what? We're still gonna go there because it's around the corner from us, whereas this other place is an hour drive. We're not gonna drive an hour just for ice cream.
Yeah, we're not that much of a connoisseur. Yeah, definitely not a carnosaur.
No.
But definitely...
is that a type of dinosaur?
Yes, it's actually the name of a B-tier series of dinosaur movies.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes, they're pretty bad, but they got that that D movie camp.
Lovely.
Yes. It's like oh wait, you've never seen Godzilla vs. Megalon, but anyone who has will know what I'm talking about when I say
haven't I?
Camp.
Didn't I watch that with you?
I don't think you did.
Oh.
That movie's weird.
That's not the one where he can fly.
No, that's versus the smog monster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one I watched.
Yeah.
That was campy enough.
Yeah, that was pretty campy, but also disturbing at times. Megalon is the one where he drop kicks the giant beetle.
No, I don't think I know this one.
Yeah, that one was funny.
But do you agree?
I agree
with me. Do you
I think that's
the
best ice cream I've probably ever had.
Who would have thought that?
It wouldn't have been a contest if they had Nicholas Creamery's waffle cones. If they did, that would be probably the best ice cream I've ever, the best ice cream experience I've ever had in my life.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. That is episode 16 of Scoop Podcast. We are placing Alstede Farms at the top of the S tier. We should have some kind of siren or bell or something.
Yeah, really. I mean, I could do that pretty easily. But also, in general, we really do need to, rework the tier list, I feel because we still don't have a C tier list, and I feel like we gotta start making some room now.
Well, I think when we get to, episode, let's say 25.
25?
That's when we'll do a shakeup, because that's about halfway.
Do we make that a video on itself, or? I
think so. I mean, I think we do episode 25, and then the 26th video we put out is the shakeup video.
Got it. Okay.
Not technically episode 26, because that will still be the next ice cream one.
So 25.5 or something?
Yes, something like that. 25. I like that. 25.5.
Okay. Maybe that's what we consider a season, every 25th episode.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll think about it.
We'll figure it out. But until then, thank you, as always, for listening to us here at Scoop Podcast. We are going to continue trying ice cream all over the state of New Jersey and beyond as long as you keep listening to us. So thank you again for that. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. All the social medias. Make sure you're keeping up with our posts so you can always know where to go for your frozen favorites. And tune in next week for a review of a chain that started in California and serves their ice cream between scratch-made cookies.
Yes. Yes, very, very good cookies, very good ice cream.
Indeed. We look forward to talking about it with you.
next week.
All right. Have a lovely rest of your day, and thank you again.
Yes, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.